I'm open to the universe. I'm open to good things, but good things means that, I don't really like to live in the past. It means that I like to move forward with people that want to move forward.
Well, Kendra, congratulations on season 2. I watched the first few episodes and it's so great. I mean, what would you say was the most rewarding and most challenging part about this season for you?
Oh my goodness. Season 2 is definitely so different from season 1. It's a journey. The season 1 was just, getting into the door of the real estate office and getting to know the people I'm working with. Season 2 was about truly starting the business and selling my first house. So that being said, selling my first house was definitely the best part of it for me. And it was such an accomplishment. To be honest, I worked so hard for a long time to get to this place, and selling that house was a reward for everything, all the healing, all the work, everything I've been doing. And it's just really paid off. So
yeah, you can tell how much you wanted this, and I was so happy for you when you got your first big sale. And I mean, what was that moment like for you? Was it almost like not like you finally found your not your purpose, but your purpose in this next chapter? Did you feel like that?
Oh, for sure. So, my two kids, and being a single mom, like my kids are my purpose. They're everything to me. They bring me all my happiness, my life, they're the reason I breathe and But when it comes to, my own life as an individual, I had to figure out who I am as a person and in the work world. So it took a lot of healing because for years I was Kendra. So that was my job, is having a show about me, my life, that was my job. So now I'm finally, entering a new job, which is not just being Kendra. It's real estate. It's Kendra in real estate now. So, and it, when I started practicing real estate, learning real estate, there were no cameras around. There was no show around, no nothing. I didn't even know, TV was coming back into my life. So it was a true commitment that I was a true commitment. And, I had to get back on my feet as a single mom and really try to get things going again at years of having no work. So I passed the real estate exam, as we all know. Then the challenge was to sell my first house. And all last season, I was struggling to find that groove. And but this season, I found it. It's an honest show, so I had to find someone to sell their house with me. And how do you convince? And how do you approach someone and convince them to sell their house with you? It takes a lot of trust. It takes a lot of experience, which I didn't have at the time. So now, it took someone to truly just support me as a woman, and as a single mom, knowing that I have partners with real estate expert partners that were there for me to make sure the deal goes through and closes. So, I got, it took a lot of different things to get me to that point. Mm-hmm. And it just feels really good that, there are people out there that really want to see a single mom achieve her goals. And it was such a great feeling to have. And, Hollywood went away at one point. So I know that real estate is going to be my job to feed my kids after real estate, or after Hollywood ends again at some point. We might continue the show until I die, which would be great. But, real estate is becoming my purpose in my life. It's becoming everything to me. And it creates a sense of pride for myself. It's really challenging once you get a taste of success, you just want more of it. So I want more. I want to continue it. I want to continue getting better, learning the business, I want to become the best real estate agent in the entire world. So that's my goal.
I love that. I love that. And, this season, we also see you getting back onto the dating scene a little bit. What was that like for you? And, this is the first time you're, like you said on the show, this is the first time you're kind of putting yourself out there since your marriage.
Yeah. So, dating is still very non-existent. It's really to my head right now because I'm really so in love with building my new career in business. Mm-hmm. And focused on my 2 kids. I don't have nanny or housekeeping, so I don't really have a lot of time to give to some dude, It's just not really exciting for me to think that way. It's more exciting to sell houses and feel that good feeling and just, it's just fun. I love what I'm doing. And if I'm loving what I'm doing, I don't see the purpose in changing that and giving my time to another person, hoping that it works. Right.
So I take it that nothing came about with you and James then?
No, I can't. It's a funny scene. You'll get a chance to really see, you get a chance to see how I really feel in situations like that, because I'm just like, what's the reason? I can see that people are cute, but to give your time to someone is just another thing. Yeah, I'd rather sell the house that I'm in than date that dude.
Totally. How do your kids feel about you dating again? I know we kind of see that a little bit on the show, but are they encouraging you to get back out there, or are they like how, things are going?
They like how things are going. Yeah. They really like, and I listen to my kids, and I just think that it's probably best just to keep things simple and just focus on unconditional love. I'm in great terms with their father, Hank, and things are just really good. I'm building my business. I come from a really years of depression and getting on my feet again. So I'm still trying to get on my feet. I'm not all the way healed just yet. Mm-hmm. But selling houses, it just feels like it's the right thing for me. And real estate, and it just really makes me feel good about myself when I close deals. And my kids are proud of me when I do that. They won't be proud of me if I bring in some strange dude. It's just like they're proud of me for closing deals, and that's what I want to continue. And it's just, and my goal is just to, continue it and give back in some. Maybe I create a team of single moms or something. It's just, I have good intentions, and I'm just really grateful. I'm really grateful for this chance I'm getting in my life. Right. So I don't really if I date someone, it's just like they have weird, it's like I wouldn't want to take away from this great experience for a date or something.
No, that makes total sense. You did say that you still feel like you kind of compare everyone to your ex since you set the bar so high. I mean, can you talk a little bit about your relationship with your ex? It seems like you guys have a great co-parenting relationship, and it almost made me be like, just give it another shot.
Yeah. Look, I'll forever love my ex-husband. Mm-hmm. He's the greatest father to my kids. And that's all I really just ask for, you just, it really is just that itself is so good. It's good enough. And, if later down the line, things happen, then they happen. I will always love him, and I loved him once. Love doesn't just go away. So, we all have a short time on earth. And once you love someone, I will always love them, Definitely. So, and my kids are just so happy, and they're so taken care of. And my son is dunking in basketball now. Mm-hmm. My daughter's starring in Matilda. There's so much good, and life is just getting good again. I was struggling for years. Mm-hmm. Bad. I was in a very bad, dark cave for a long time. So life is finally starting to get good again. And, I hope that I can continue this and keep pushing, it's challenging. There's a lot I face. There's a lot I face, being me and having a past and getting up again and, starting a new career and being a public figure. There's a lot of, it doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy at all. So you just have to find the way and to redefine yourself, rebrand yourself and just, see a good future, not live in the past.
Right. So. I mean, you do talk a lot about that on the show this season, about how you struggle a lot to shake the Playboy past and everything that you kind of had to deal with. And you said that, it took a long time for you to get back to the place that you are now. Were you hesitant about getting back into television then? Are you hesitant still about talking about your past on the show? Or do you feel like now you're like, okay, this is part of who I am?
Yeah, I mean, my past will forever be a part of who I am, but I just don't want it to become who I am, and it's not going to define who I am. So I create an extreme amount of distance between the past, which was 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old, but I'm now almost 38. Okay. I created a whole long life from the time I ended Playboy till now. So there's a lot that happened after, and a lot of good things, 2 kids, all this, and it just, Playboy was just a small phase in my life. Mm-hmm. So, I'm now a single mom, I'm 100% focused on my kids, 100% focused on achieving my goals. And between us, I've never been able to even, I was always, Kendra character. And now I actually have a job, and it feels so good. It feels so good to earn a living versus, and I did, don't get me wrong. I have worked my ass off to get to this place in life. But now it's just so cool that I get the opportunity to expand my mind and to learn something new and to earn something new. And, it's different than Hollywood. It's, but it feels good to me to be able to give to my kids, like, oh, your mom's a real estate. So now they get to go to school and say, oh, what does your mom do? Oh, she's a real estate agent, versus, oh, what does your mom do? She's on TV. Right. So now it's like, I give that gift to my kids. So, that it's easier for them in life. So
definitely. You did have a conversation with Crystal Hefener this season, and it looked like going into this, like this was, you looked a bit, not nervous, but like, what kind of am I getting myself into? How did you feel during that conversation? How did you feel after it? And did the two of you maintain a friendship?
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm so disconnected from anything Playboy and anything from the past. But Crystal Hefener appeared on my show this season, and you'll see that on the show. And we had an eye to eye. We had a real, woman to woman talk about the past and about life and how we feel about everything. So there's a lot. She's a really nice person, a very nice person. And she's actually, it's really cool because we connected on something from the future. Oh my fucking God. Like, we connected about real estate. What do you know? Like, look, I'll tell you something. I'm here to connect on future things, not past. Okay. So you want to talk future? I'm open. There's an obvious elephant in the room. It's our dating life. But it's kind of cool just to connect, and it was so cool because Crystal and I, she's so nice. I didn't really get to know her. I only met her a few times in the past. But we connected on, I was really excited when we started talking real estate. It was such a cool connection. And I was like, oh my God, So, but yeah, I mean, look, I'm open to the universe. I'm open to good things, but good things means that, I don't really like to live in the past. It means that I like to move forward with people that want to move forward.
No, definitely. I think you called her a hero in your conversation though, because she did open up to you about some things about Hef and things like that. I mean, what did that mean to you that she kind of ripped up these photos and things like that? You did talk about that on the show. Yeah.
I mean, it's, we can't deny our past. Like we all, there's a lot that happened. But, we're all evolving as people, as women. And I think that, to look after each other in ways is really important. Mm-hmm. And, to support each other. And I think that's a huge thing. And so, I think it's, as long as we keep moving forward, I think that we have a chance at just healing with each other. Mm-hmm. Because I think if you keep talking about the past, you're just going to spiral down to the past. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm like, I don't really want to, we've talked about it. I'm sure UsWeekly is so sick of it because I'm telling you, it's been like 20 years of talking about this stuff. I'm sure we all want to let's see what happens. Maybe Chrisley and I, we do some real estate transaction or something, but that's how you move forward and heal. Right. Mm-hmm. You find, I really wish, I really am open to everything and good. And I really wish everyone well. No,
I love that what you said on the show too, that you have empathy for everybody that has spoken out. But like you said, you kind of want to keep this in the past. And
yeah, I really don't know what else to say anymore about it because, and I just wish everyone luck pretty much. Look, I've done years of work on myself, a lot. I've done a lot of work on myself for years. And so I went to therapy. I did a lot of healing from my past. So I don't owe anything to anyone anymore, so I hope that, I'm not here. I can't fix anyone or help anyone fix themselves. So I hope everyone can find that place and I'm here to root for them. Yeah. And
it was almost like that conversation gave you maybe a little bit of closure too. Like now, kind of move on.
Yeah, no, she's really, I'm open to it all and I'm open to connecting on things. I just don't know how to, save people or help or fix people. So I just like to enjoy the time now, mm-hmm. So I don't really know what to say if something or things, people have new thoughts on what happened 20 years ago. I don't really know how to connect with that, No, so.
No, it makes total sense. What I thought was interesting on the show too is that you said that you wanted your implants removed. Are you still in that process? Are you still looking to do that? And what does that mean to you? You said it was kind of almost like freedom.
Yeah, but it takes money to do that. So I just need to sell one more house and maybe I'll just rip these out of me. So let's get one more sale under my belt and I can take these breast implants out.
So funny. So Kendra, what are you most looking forward to fans seeing about you, learning about you in this season? Like you said, we've known you for 20 plus years. So what are you hoping that they take away from this season, learn about you and, take away?
So Kendra Sells Hollywood season 2 is coming out on Max, streaming on Max. And this season is, okay, first of all, this show itself is so different and unique from any other show out there. There's so many, so many shows, but ours is so cool and so different. So it's a real journey. And, I'm getting to know, new people, a new career. I get to, not only that, I get to, inspire people like single moms to really believe in themselves again, because, it is a journey. It's step by step. It's day to day, and to get on your feet again and to keep and believe and get up and, and there's so much to take from this season. There's so much. Last season was funny. It was very light, breaking it and getting to know new people. But the second season of Kendra Sells Hollywood, we're getting down to business. We're getting down to the nitty gritty business. So it exposed a lot of my weakness. It's a lot of work to sell your first house. It's a lot of work to be a single mom and drive it managed time. Mm-hmm. So I became mentally exhausted, but, and this season was not so funny anymore. It was more down to business. And I learned a lot about myself this season. I learned a lot about myself, where I need to improve. I need to improve a lot. Okay. I need to learn more. I know exactly what I need to do to get better. So if there is a season 3, that'll be like a whole different ball game. That'll be another side that you haven't seen yet.
Definitely.
So, it's a journey. Think about it. Like, I'm sure so many people are real estate agents watching this. It's like, the first year is like, what's going on? Second year, you're like, okay, how can I sell my first house? So imagine that with a camera on, 20 people in the room.
It's a lot of pressure. And what I like about this show too is that you see, like, you have like the other real estate shows, like a Selling Sunset, Selling the OC, stuff like that. And they make it look so easy, but it's really not. It's hard.
I said, all I need is a listing agreement signed. I got my listing agreement signed. I was like, oh my God, that's all I needed. And now I'm like, no, now I need to close the deal. Oh my God. But not only closing the deal, my goal is to satisfy my sellers, make sure that they're happy, make sure that they're taken care of. And I didn't factor that in when I was like, oh, let's film it. Right. I'm like, oh my God, my anxiety. Okay. Like, you'll see my anxiety fully exposed season 2. My anxiety, there was a scene, I was on my way to therapy. Right. And I'm like, oh my God. There's one thing that happened in the inspections, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe I've never done real estate on a show before, and here I am doing real estate on a show. I did not expect the anxiety, but the anxiety came this season. It almost took me down. It brought me to my knees. I'm fully humbled.
Well, it is a great show. I absolutely loved it. And I can't wait to see how the rest of the season unfolds. Kendra, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much. And congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Take care. For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.